My girlfriend posted, "Date night with Bae," with another man's arm around her while I was on a business trip. I didn't call. I just forwarded the post to her strict religious parents and changed my flight to come home a week early. When I arrived with a U-Haul, original post I, 31 male, was in Seattle for a 2-week software deployment when my girlfriend Natalie, 28, apparently decided our 3-year relationship was optional. We'd been living together for 18 months in my condo. Everything seemed solid before I left. Kiss goodbye at the airport, miss you already texts, the whole deal. She even asked me to bring her back some of that fancy coffee from Pike Place. 4 days into my trip, I'm scrolling Instagram during a break. There it is. Natalie's post. Date night with Bae. Picture shows her in that red dress I bought her for our anniversary, sitting at Morton's Steakhouse. Yeah, the $200 per person place, with some dude's arm around her. Not just any dude. Garrett, her work mentor, who supposedly was happily married with 3 kids. The photo angle was perfect. His wedding ring hand conveniently out of frame, her looking at him like he hung the moon. 106 likes already. Her sister Amanda commented, "You two are perfect together." I sat there in my hotel room staring at my phone. 3 years. 3 years of building something, and she posts evidence of cheating like she forgot I existed. Or worse, like she didn't care if I saw. My first instinct was to call, scream, demand answers. Then I remembered who Natalie's parents were. Robert and Diane, old-school Southern Baptists who still thought we were sleeping in separate bedrooms, who made us sit through a 2-hour lecture about living in sin when they found out we'd moved in together, who Natalie had been lying to for our entire relationship about basically everything, from us sharing a bed to her weekend wine tours with friends. So I didn't call Natalie. I screenshot the post, opened Facebook, found Diane's profile. She posts Bible verses every morning at 6 a.m. sharp. Sent her the screenshot with a simple message. "Mrs. Morrison, thought you should see what Natalie posted while I'm away on business. I'll be handling our living situation when I return. Ethan." Then I called the airline. Changed my flight to come back a week early. Cost me $400 but worth every penny. Booked a U-Haul for pickup the day I landed. Called my buddy Craig, who'd been crashing on his brother's couch after his own breakup. Me, "Hey man, my condo's about to have a vacancy. Interested in moving in? Rent's $1,200 a month." Seriously, that's incredible, but what about Natalie? She's exploring other options. Oh, she? Yeah, I'm in. When? Saturday. Then I muted Natalie's number and went back to work. Had a deployment to finish. Update 1, the fallout begins. The text started within 2 hours, from Natalie 62 unread. "What did you do? My mom is freaking out. Dad's driving here right now. This isn't what it looks like. Garrett is going through a divorce. I was just being supportive. You forwarded my post to my mother? Ethan, please call me. This is so manipulative. You're ruining my life over a misunderstanding." From Amanda, her sister, 14 unread. "You're such a petty little man. She was just having dinner. You know Garrett's marriage has been over for months. How dare you involve my parents? You're supposed to trust her." From Diane, her mom. "Ethan, we need to discuss this situation. Please have Natalie call me immediately. We are praying for you both." I didn't respond to any of them, just kept working, presenting to clients, running installations, my phone buzzing constantly in my pocket. That night, Natalie tried calling 31 times. I know because the phone kept count. She left 8 voicemails that I deleted without listening. Then came the Instagram stories. She posted a black screen with text, "When someone you love betrays your trust by trying to turn your family against you." Really? I betrayed her trust? Next morning, the narrative shifted. New story. For everyone asking, yes, I had dinner with a friend who's going through a hard time. No, I didn't cheat. Some people just want to create drama where there isn't any. Her friends rallied in the comments. "Men are so insecure. He sounds controlling. You deserve better, babe." Meanwhile, Robert, her dad, had called my phone once, left a voicemail. "Ethan, this is Robert Morrison. I've seen the photograph. Natalie has some explaining to do, but involving us was inappropriate. We'd appreciate a callback to discuss this like adults." Like adults? Rich, coming from the man whose adult daughter has been lying to him for 3 years. Wednesday night, Natalie got creative. posted a photo of herself crying with the caption, "When you're just trying to help a friend through his divorce and your boyfriend accuses you of cheating, trust is everything in a relationship." That's when I almost broke. Almost called her. Then I remembered that dress. That was our anniversary dress. You don't wear your anniversary dress to comfort a friend about his divorce. I screenshot that post too, saved it for later. Thursday, things escalated. Natalie figured out I'd changed my flight, probably from the airline app we shared login info for. The texts got frantic. "You're coming back early? We need to talk before you do anything crazy. Where are you staying?" "Ethan, I know you're reading these." "Fine, I'll be at the airport when you land." You can't just throw away 3 years. Friday was quiet, too quiet. No texts, no posts, no calls. That worried me more than the bombardment. Saturday morning, my plane landed at 9 a.m. As promised, Natalie was there at baggage claim, but not alone. She'd brought backup, Amanda, and surprisingly, Garrett himself. Natalie ran toward me. I sidestepped. "Ethan, please, let me explain." Garrett stepped forward, trying to look authoritative in his designer polo and khakis. "Hey man, this is all a misunderstanding. Natalie and I are just friends. I'm going through a rough divorce, and she's been supportive." "Cool story. How's your wife feel about your friendship?" "We're separated." "Since when? That's personal." "Was it personal when you had your arm around my girlfriend at Morton's?" Amanda jumped in. "Oh my God, it was just a photo. You're being so dramatic." Dramatic is posting date night pics with another man while your boyfriend's out of town. I'm being practical. Natalie, tears streaming. "Can we please just go home and talk?" "You can go to your home. I'm going to mine." "What's that supposed to mean?" "Check with your parents. They seem concerned about your living situation." I grabbed my bags and headed for the exit. They followed. Natalie crying, Amanda yelling about toxic masculinity, Garrett trying to broker peace like some kind of bootleg UN negotiator. At my truck, Natalie grabbed my arm. "You can't kick me out. I have rights." "Mean? You're not on the lease. You're a month-to-month guest. Here's your 30-day notice." I handed her the formal eviction notice I'd had Craig print out. Yeah, I came prepared. Her face went white. "You're seriously evicting me? You have 30 days to find somewhere else, or move back with Robert and Diane. I'm sure they'd love to hear more about your supportive friendship." Update 2. Moving day. I drove straight from the airport to U-Haul. Craig met me there with 2 of his buddies. Natalie had beaten me to the condo, probably broke several speed laws doing it. When we pulled up with the truck, she was on the balcony, phone in hand, recording everything. "I'm documenting this harassment," she yelled down. Craig looked at me. "Is she serious?" "Very." We went up. I unlocked the door to find Natalie had barricaded herself in the bedroom. Classic. "Natalie, we're here to pack my things. You can stay in there." "Your things? Half this stuff is mine. The furniture I bought, the TV I bought, the kitchen appliances I bought, those things, I contributed. You bought throw pillows and that wine rack. They're yours." We started packing my stuff. Everything I'd paid for, which was basically everything except decorative items and her clothes. The couch, the dining table, the entertainment center, my gaming setup, the bedroom furniture, except the bed. I'm not that petty. Natalie emerged when she heard us moving the TV. "You can't take that. We watch Netflix on it." Craig's buddy filmed her meltdown. "This is going on TikTok, right?" "Please don't," I said. Last thing I needed was to go viral. Natalie called the police. Of course she did. 2 officers showed up about 20 minutes later. Natalie ran to them immediately. "They're stealing everything. He's leaving me with nothing." The older cop looked tired already. "Ma'am, is your name on the lease?" "No, but did you purchase these items?" "We purchased them together." I showed the officers receipts on my phone, every single purchase in my name, my credit card. The younger cop nodded. "Sir has every right to remove his property. Ma'am, do you have somewhere to stay?" Natalie started ugly crying. Not regular crying, the kind with snot and hyperventilating. "This is financial abuse." The older cop, "Ma'am, breaking up isn't abuse. Let them finish and sort the rest out in civil court if needed." That's when Robert showed up. Full suit on a Saturday, looking like he was ready for church. He surveyed the scene. U-Haul, boxes, crying daughter, police. "Natalie Marie Morrison." She froze. When Robert uses the full name, someone's in trouble. Dad, he's being more patient than I would be. Officers, thank you. Ethan, might we have a word? We stepped aside while Craig's crew kept loading. Robert, I don't approve of your method of informing us. I don't approve of being cheated on. Natalie swears nothing physical happened. Would you tolerate Diane posting date night photos with another man? His jaw tightened. No, I would not. What would it take for you to reconsider? A time machine. He nodded slowly. I'll handle Natalie. She'll be out within the week. She has 30 days legally. She'll be out within the week, he repeated, giving Natalie a look that could freeze hell. Update 3. The entitlement escalates. Natalie did not, in fact, leave within a week. Instead, she dug in, posted constantly about surviving abuse, starting over with nothing, and when someone shows you who they really are, believe them. The comments were gold, though. Her Aunt Martha, Diane's sister, commented, "Didn't you post about a date with another man?" Natalie deleted that real quick. Day 3 after the move, she changed tactics. Suddenly, Garrett was at the condo constantly. His car in my assigned parking spot, him carrying groceries up, the two of them posting stories from my balcony with wine glasses. Craig texted me, "Dude, she's trying to make you jealous." Me, "She's making my eviction case easier." I documented everything. Every photo, every time his car was there overnight, violation of the lease guest policy. Every post about her new beginning, with location tags at my condo. Day 5. She served me with a demand letter from some lawyer. She wanted $15,000 for unlawful eviction, her share of the furniture value, 3 months of living expenses, pain and suffering damages, return of gifts I'd given her. I forwarded it to my lawyer cousin Tommy. He laughed so hard he choked on his beer. She wants money for gifts? And she's squatting in your place? This is amazing. Can I frame this? Tommy sent back a response that basically said, "Oh no, and here's a formal eviction notice with a court date." That's when Natalie went nuclear. Update 4. The Scorched Earth Campaign. She called my work, told HR I was emotionally unstable and making threats. Thank God my boss Kyle knew the situation. I'd been smart enough to give him a heads up when I got back. Kyle to HR, "Ethan's been nothing but professional. Please mark this as harassment and note it in case she calls again." She posted on LinkedIn about surviving narcissistic abuse in the tech industry. Didn't name me, but all our mutual connections knew. My response? I commented with the screenshot of her date night with Bay post. Just the image. No words needed. She deleted the entire post within an hour. Then came the really dirty move. She told her parents I'd been abusive. Physically abusive. Robert called me immediately. "Ethan, Natalie's made some serious accusations." "Robert, check the date she's claiming I hurt her. The 15th. I was in Seattle, have plane tickets, hotel receipts, and was literally presenting to 40 people at Microsoft that day." Long pause. "I see. Robert, your daughter needs help. She needs more than that. We're coming tomorrow." The next morning, Robert and Diane showed up with a moving truck and 3 men from their church. Natalie tried to refuse them entry. Diane, in the sweetest southern voice, "Honey, you can either pack your things like a lady, or we'll pack them for you. But you're leaving this poor man's home today." "You can't make me." "Actually, we can. Either you come with us, or we stop paying your car insurance, your phone bill, and that credit card you think we don't know about." Natalie's face went through several colors. "You're choosing him over your own daughter? We're choosing not to enable a liar. That man you were embracing in that photograph?" His wife called me. "They're not separated. They're in counseling trying to save their marriage. You're a homewrecker and a liar." Plot twist I didn't see coming. Natalie broke down. Not fake tears. Real, ugly, defeated tears. They packed her stuff in 2 hours. Garrett showed up halfway through, saw Robert, and immediately left. Didn't even get out of his car. As they were leaving, Natalie stopped at the door. "I did love you, you know. You loved what I provided. There's a difference." She started to say something else, but Robert physically guided her out. Update 5. The Aftermath. It's been 2 months now. The drama died down after the parents got involved. Natalie moved back with them, which in their household means 10 p.m. curfew, church twice on Sunday, once on Wednesday, no men in her room, getting a full-time job, she'd been consulting aka barely working, therapy, Robert's requirement, Garrett's wife reached out to me on Facebook. Thanked me for exposing the affair. They're divorcing, but she said at least now she knows she wasn't crazy for suspecting something. Natalie tried one last manipulation about 3 weeks ago. New boyfriend already, some guy from her church, posted about God bringing the right man at the right time and healing from toxic relationships. Her mom commented, "Focus on healing yourself before involving others, dear." Savage Diane strikes again. Amanda still sends me nasty messages occasionally. Blocked her after she called me a beta male who couldn't handle a strong woman. Strong woman? Your sister couldn't even pay her own phone bill. Craig's been a great roommate. Pays rent on time, cleans up after himself, and his girlfriend makes incredible lasagna. The condo's peaceful now. No more drama, no more lies, no more finding out via Instagram that my relationship is optional. Last week, I ran into Natalie at Target. She was with her parents, looked like she'd just come from church. She saw me, started to approach, but Robert placed a hand on her shoulder and steered her away. Diane nodded at me though. Respectful acknowledgement. Final update. Got one last text from Natalie yesterday. She'd gotten a new number, probably specifically to contact me. "Ethan, I know you'll probably delete this, but I need you to know I'm in therapy now. I understand what I did was wrong. Garrett wasn't worth losing you. I know you'll never forgive me, but I wanted you to know I'm working on myself." I didn't respond. What's there to say? But here's the thing. She still doesn't get it. Garrett wasn't worth losing you means she still thinks it was about choosing between two men. It wasn't. It was about respect, trust, and basic decency. You don't post date night with bae when your actual boyfriend is out of town working to pay for the roof over your head. You don't lie to your parents for 3 years then cry victim when someone tells them the truth. You don't try to destroy someone's career because they won't tolerate your cheating. Tommy, lawyer cousin, says the legal threats all disappeared once her parents got involved. Guess daddy wasn't willing to fund a frivolous lawsuit. The best revenge? I didn't have to do much. Just forwarded one photo to the right people and let the truth do its work. Her parents did the rest. Being 28 and back under your religious parents' thumb, with a curfew and mandatory church attendance? That's poetic justice. Meanwhile, I'm living my best life. Got promoted last month? Guess those Seattle presentations went well. Started dating a woman from my rock climbing gym. Someone who actually has her own apartment and pays her own bills. Revolutionary concept. To everyone asking if I regret involving her parents, nope. She involved Garrett in our relationship. I just CC'd the people who deserved to know. She wanted to live a double life, lying to me and lying to them. Now she gets to live a single life under their supervision. Play stupid games, win stupid prizes, and sometimes the prize is your mom commenting on your Facebook posts calling out your behavior. Thanks for following along, Reddit. Remember, when someone shows you who they are on social media, screenshot that shiz. You never know when you'll need receipts. My girlfriend posted, "Finally pregnant. Time to lock this idiot down." I commented, "Whose baby?" Because her timeline didn't match, I'd been deployed for 8 months. Her panicked live deletion crashed her phone as 10,000 people screenshots everything. I, 27 male, was scrolling through Instagram at 3 a.m. local time when I saw it. My girlfriend Tiara, 26, had posted this elaborate pregnancy announcement. Pink and blue balloons, professional photos, the whole deal. The caption? "Finally pregnant, 3 months along. Time to lock this idiot down. Military wifey, baby on board he doesn't know yet." I stared at my phone in my cramped quarters on base. Did the math. Then did it again. I'd been deployed for 8 months. Last time I was home was January. It was now September. 3 months pregnant meant she conceived in June. When I was 5,000 miles away, eating MREs and sleeping in 115-degree heat. I typed one comment. "Whose baby?" What happened next was biblical. Her phone apparently started going insane. Comments flooding in, people doing the same math I did. Screenshots spreading across Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. Her trying to delete the post caused some kind of glitch. The live deletion kept failing while people kept screenshotting. My buddy Ramirez was on watch with me. He saw the whole thing go down in real time. "Bro, she's getting roasted. Everyone's tagging you. This is everywhere." Within an hour I had 73 DMs from mutual friends. My mom calling, it was 3 a.m. her time. My sergeant asking if I needed to talk to someone. A message from Kiara's best friend Jade saying, I tried to warn her this was stupid. But the best part? Kiara's mom Donna commented before the deletion. So proud, my baby's having a baby. Derek will be such a good father. Derek. Not my name, I'm Evan. Update 1, still deployed, but holy hell, the drama back home is insane. So Kiara finally got her post deleted after it crashed her phone twice. But by then, screenshots were everywhere. Someone made it into a meme. When your deployment math doesn't math with her announcement and my comment, she tried damage control. Posted a Notes app screenshot. To everyone making assumptions, I meant 3 weeks, not 3 months. Typo. Evan and I were together on his last leave. Lie, I had no leave. The comment was his sense of humor. We're so happy. Stop spreading lies. Problem, in her original photos, she's clearly showing, like visible bump showing. You don't show it 3 weeks. Then, she made it worse. Went on Instagram Live, fake crying saying I was emotionally abusive and that's why she made a mistake with the timeline. That I was never there for her, I'm deployed, that I ignored her needs, I'm in a war zone, and that she was basically a single girlfriend, raising our future baby alone. Evan doesn't understand how hard it is being a military girlfriend. I'm alone all the time. Derek, therapy has helped me realize I deserve better. She said Derek. On live, 4,000 people heard it. My sister Brianna was watching and screen recorded the whole thing. Kiara realized her mistake, panicked, tried to play it off. Derek is my therapist. I meant therapy with Derek. Someone in the comments. Therapists don't usually father their patients' babies, hun. She ended the live. Then the real bombs started dropping. Jade messaged me. I can't do this anymore. She's been with Derek since May. He's your neighbor. My neighbor. The dude I asked to check on her and help with house stuff while I was gone. The one I thanked for looking out for my girl. He was looking out for her, all right. In my bed. That I paid for. Update 2. The entitlement has reached levels I didn't think were possible. So Derek, 32 mem. Yeah, my helpful neighbor, decided to reach out. This man had the audacity to send me a Facebook message. Hey bro, I know this looks bad, but you need to understand Kiara was lonely. You left her alone for months. What did you expect? I was there for her when you weren't. The baby deserves a father who's present. Do the right thing and let her go. I'll take care of them. BW, she's moving in with me, so we'll need to get her stuff from your place. I screenshot that masterpiece and sent it to everyone, but wait, it gets better. Kiara's mom Donna called my mom. Their conversation, my mom recorded it after Donna got nasty. Your son needs to man up and accept responsibility. For what? He's been deployed. For abandoning Kiara, she had needs. She had a boyfriend in Afghanistan. Details don't matter. The baby needs support. From its actual father, Derek. Evan makes more money. The military pays well. Derek's between jobs. Between jobs. This MF has been unemployed the whole time, mooching off my girl while I'm serving the country. Then came the legal threats. Kiara hired some sketchy lawyer who sent me an email, to my military email, LMAO, demanding 1. Monthly support payments for emotional distress. 2. Half the value of our house, it's mine, bought before we met. 3. Continued health insurance coverage. 4. A written apology for public humiliation. 5. $10,000 for baby supplies. My JAG lawyer laughed so hard he cried. She wants military benefits while pregnant with another man's baby? After admitting to infidelity? This is gold. But the peak entitlement? Kiara made a TikTok. A TikTok? Where she's crying in her car that I was still paying insurance on, talking about how military guys think they own you and how she's a survivor of deployment abuse. Not a thing. And started a hashtag deployment widow. Ma'am, you're not a widow. You're a cheater. And I'm very much alive. The TikTok went viral for all the wrong reasons. Comments were brutal. Deployment widow? He's literally commenting from Afghanistan. Derek's baby shower registry gonna be interesting. Imagine telling your kid they were conceived while daddy was defending the country. The math ain't mathing, sis. Update 3. Got emergency leave approved. Landed yesterday. Time to handle business. First stop, my house. Locksmith was already there, scheduled before I landed. Kiara had been living there with Derek. Derek, in my house. They weren't home, so I let myself in. The disrespect was unreal. Derek's clothes in my closet. His gaming setup in my office, ultrasound photos on my fridge, a future Mr. and Mrs. Morrison sign in the living room, Derek's last name. I started packing everything that wasn't mine, all of it, every single item. While packing, I found something interesting in the bedroom drawer, a journal, Kiara's pregnancy journal, where she wrote about finding out in May, telling Derek immediately, and planning how to make Evan think it's his when he gets back. One entry. Derek says we should wait until Evan's deployed longer so he can't contest anything. Military guys get screwed in court. This baby will secure the bag. I photographed every page. Then they came home. The look on Derek's face when he saw me, priceless. Dude went white. Bro, I can explain. Get out of my house. Kiara started her performance. Baby, you're home. I missed you so much. Derek was just helping me with groceries. Kiara, you're 3 months pregnant with his kid. Stop. She switched tactics. Tears. You don't understand. You left me. 8 months, Evan. I was alone. With Derek. In my bed that I paid for. Derek tried to step up. Hey man, no need to be disrespectful. Derek, you're unemployed, living in my house with my girlfriend raising your baby. Who's disrespectful? He actually said, well, technically it's Kiara's house too. No, it's not. Her name's not on anything. Kiara's face changed. That's financial abuse. I've been living here for 2 years. As a guest, who pays no rent or bills or anything. She called her mom, on speaker. Mom, Evan's kicking me out while I'm pregnant. Call the police. Donna's response? Put him on. Ma'am, I'm not discussing this with you. You will provide for that baby. I don't care whose it is. You make Sergeant pay. Derek can't work because of his back. His back seemed fine when he was in my bed, but whatever. The cops did come. Kiara called them. Officer looked at my documentation, deed, bills, deployment papers, screenshots of her announcement. Looked at Derek. Looked at obviously pregnant Kiara. Ma'am, this is his house. You have no legal right to be here. He's giving you time to pack. I suggest you take it. She had a meltdown. A full-on, on-the-ground toddler-style meltdown. Derek just stood there looking embarrassed. The cops looked bored. Ma'am, please get up. You're pregnant. Update 4. The entitlement escalation is off the charts. After getting kicked out, Kiara and Derek went to stay with Donna. But here's the thing. Donna lives in a 1-bedroom apartment. So that lasted exactly 1 night before Donna called me. You need to let them stay at the house until they find a place. No, I'll sue you for endangering a pregnant woman. Good luck with that. Then Kiara did something spectacularly stupid. She went to my command, to my command, to my command. Showed up at the base, pregnant belly on full display, crying to whoever would listen that I abandoned her and my baby. She didn't realize my entire unit had seen the screenshots. The duty officer called me. Specialist, your ex is here causing a scene. Not my ex, sir. We were never married. Whatever she is, she's claiming you got her pregnant and abandoned her. Sir, I've been deployed for 8 months. She's 3 months pregnant. Oh, ugh. Want us to handle this? Please. Security escorted her off base, but not before she told them she was going to the media about military abandonment. The public affairs officer literally laughed. Meanwhile, Derek was having his own problems. His mom, Gladys, found out about everything through Facebook. She called me. Evan, this is Derek's mother. I am so sorry. I raised him better than this. He told me he was dating someone named Kiara, but I didn't know. I didn't know it was your girlfriend. I'm disgusted. Plot twist. Gladys owns the house Derek was renting. She evicted him. His own mother evicted him. So now Kiara and unemployed Derek are homeless, pregnant, and desperate. Enter the GoFundMe. Wait, no, even better. They started a pregnancy support fund through some sketchy Cash App scheme. The description: help a struggling military family. Deployed soldier abandoned pregnant girlfriend, leaving her homeless and penniless. Baby Derek Jr. needs your help. Baby Derek Jr. They named my replacement baby after the dude who knocked her up while I was deployed. I commented with one link, the screenshot of her original post with my comment. The fund raised $37 from Derek's gaming buddies who felt bad. But the best part? Kiara applied for military spouse benefits. Spouse benefits. We were never married. She tried to claim common law marriage. The benefits office called me. Specialist. Did you know you were common law married? Negative. We dated. Never married. Never even engaged. She has a ring. She bought herself that ring. I have the receipt she posted on Instagram bragging about treating herself. Claim denied. Final update. It's over. And the ending is better than I could have imagined. So Derek's back finally gave out. Not from any real injury, from stress. Dude had a panic attack so bad he went to the ER thinking it was a heart attack. Cost him $3,000 he doesn't have. While he was in the hospital, Kiara met Brad. Brad's a 45-year-old divorced dad of 3 who she matched with on Tinder. Her bio, pregnant and glowing, looking for a real man who understands responsibility. Brad lasted 1 date. Messaged me on Facebook after. Bro, your ex is insane. She asked me to adopt her baby on the first date, then asked to see my bank statements. I'm out. Meanwhile, the military took everything very seriously. Turns out attempting to defraud the military for benefits is a federal offense. Kiara got a nice letter from the U.S. Attorney's Office explaining this. She posted about it. Being persecuted for loving a soldier. This is America? Ma'am, you cheated on a soldier. With his neighbor. While he was deployed. That's not persecution, it's consequences. Derek tried to get a job, but remember that screenshot I posted of him saying he was taking care of my girlfriend while I was deployed? Yeah, that went viral in our town. 3 job offers rescinded. Even Walmart said no. His mom Gladys called me again. I'm sending Derek to live with his father in another state. He needs to grow up. I'm sorry about your house and everything. Not your fault, ma'am. I raised a disappointment. That baby doesn't deserve him either. But here's the ultimate karma. Remember Jade, Kiara's best friend who told me about Derek? She sent me one final update. Kiara went into early labor. Derek wasn't there. He was at a job interview 2 states away, finally. Donna was at her book club and didn't answer. So Kiara had to call an Uber to the hospital. Alone. The baby was born healthy. A boy. She named him Derek Jr. Derek Sr. didn't show up for 3 days. When he finally did, he took one look at the baby and said the words every new mom wants to hear. Are you sure it's mine? It doesn't look like me. The audacity. Kiara lost it. Started screaming about DNA tests, child support, real men. The nurses had to intervene. Plot twist. She'd been texting some other dude named Marcus during her pregnancy. Derek found out. They're both single now, co-parenting a baby neither can afford. Last I heard, Kiara moved back with Donna permanently. Derek's washing dishes at a diner in his dad's state. They're fighting over $37 from that fund they started. Donna's trying to sue me for emotional damages to her grandchild. The baby looks exactly like Derek, poor kid. Kiara's working at a mall kiosk selling phone cases. Derek's child support is more than he makes. They blame each other for everything. My unit threw me a welcome home from deployment and dodging bullets party. My sergeant gave a toast to Specialist Evan, who survived Afghanistan, and Kiara. We're not sure which was more dangerous. I'm back on base, living my best single life. Started dating a nurse named Trinity who thinks the whole story is hilarious. She sends me memes about deployment math. My house? Rented it to a nice older couple. They pay on time and don't sleep with the neighbors. The Instagram post still circulating. Someone made it into a military meme template. I've seen versions in 3 different languages. Kiara unblocked me last week to send one message. I hope you're happy. You ruined my life. I replied, whose life? Then blocked her. To everyone asking, no, I don't feel bad. She had 8 months to tell me the truth. Instead, she planned to baby trap me with another man's kid. Derek wanted to live in my house and spend my deployment money. They played stupid games. The math didn't math, and neither did their plan. Stay safe out there, battle buddies, and always check the timeline. P.S. Derek's mom Gladys sent me cookies for Christmas. She's a real one. P.P.S. The baby's first word was mama. His second was broke. Even the kid knows.